Well, this is an old school game that I've been wanting to review for quite a while, but due to the console I'm using having AV cables, I had to put it on hold until I got my AV to HDMI converter so I could record the game in question. So, without any further delay, welcome to my review of Contra for the NES. Enjoy the show. Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new review. Tonight's game in question is Contra. Contra is a 2D run-and-gun platforming game developed by Konami and was originally released back in arcades in February of 1987, before the more famous NES version came out in February of 1988. Now, usually this is where I would talk about my own personal history with the game in question, but this is the first game that I don't remember that much, mostly due to me being born in 2003, where the PlayStation 2 was reigning supreme. But anyways, what's the story? Well, here's the thing. It's not presented to you, but with the power of Google and Wikipedia, this is what I can gather. So, Contra takes place in the year 2633 AD, when the Red Falcon organization has a set base on the fictional Galuga archipelago near New Zealand in a plot to wipe out all of humanity. Two commandos by the name of Bill Reiser and Lance Bean of the Earth Marine Corps Contra unit are sent to destroy the enemy forces and uncover the true nature of the alien entity controlling them. That's it for the story. It's an old school NES game, so story isn't as deep as, let's say, a movie from today's day and age like God of War's PS4, and that's how I like my games. Simplistic, but not too simplistic. But with the story out of the way, how does the gameplay hold up? Gameplay of Contra has us take control of Bill if we're playing alone, with the second player taking control of Lance, and the name of the game is Run, Gun, Jump, and Die. And I'm gonna be honest here, this game is hard, really hard, like old school NES hard, and I honestly enjoyed it. But if you think these types of games are too hard for you, or you just like games that are on constant pussy mode or rigged in any way, you can always use the famous Konami code, which grants you 30 lives. I have played through the game using the code a few times, but I think it takes out the challenge of Contra. Sure, the game is still tough, but we have 30 lives and 3 continue, so overall we have a total of 90 lives to deal with. Let's go over the weapon upgrades you can pick up. We start off with a basic pistol, but we could get different weapons like a machine gun, spread, laser, and a flamethrower. Don't pick up the laser, it sucks, plain and simple. Seriously, if you rapidly press the fire button, you won't fire the laser fully. Stick with the other ones, especially either the spread or machine gun. So overall, the gameplay is pretty damn great. Hard, but still great. Visually, I'd say this held up pretty good for a 1988 NES game. Environments are great given the technology Konami was working with here. In terms of OST, it's also pretty good. The title theme and the level 1 theme are honestly both of my favorite in the entire OST and are honestly pretty damn great. Now, let's recap everything I just went over. The story is pretty good, gameplay while hard is still great, visually it holds up pretty good, OST is good. Now let's wrap this up with my closing thoughts. Overall, I really love Contra, easily my most replayed NES game of all time. Whether I'm using the code or not, or I just wanted to be reminded of times where games were actually challenging and good, and not fucking easy and trying to be like movies. Overall, Contra gets my score of a 9 out of 10. If the laser weapon were to be a better weapon, or just scrapped entirely, then the guns would be perfect because, like I said, the laser fucking sucks. But as always, I want to know from you all, did you play Contra? How challenging was it for you? And could you possibly recommend it to a friend? Leave your answers and more down in the comments. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and while you're still here, consider subscribing and turn on the bell to be notified whenever I make a new video. As always, my social media links are down below. I've been Hover Kid, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care, everybody.